Thank you so much for tuning in with me today. I think it's so important for each and every one of us to continue to speak our truths and for, I guess, living our lives as honestly and as openly as possible. This week was kind of difficult for me. On Monday, I had a lovely lady, a mom of a 7-year-old little girl, come up to me and say, is it true that Kelly's Bake Shop is going to be leaving and going to Toronto and leaving downtown Burlington? And I said, no, Toronto has never been on our radar and we would never ever leave Burlington. And she said that she was told back during the mayor candidate race by one of the candidates that was running to be mayor. And it was actually her little girl that was told, because this gentleman said to the little girl, what is it that you would like to see for Burlington? What would you like to see happen for Burlington? And, because he was running for the race. And she said, all I want is to have Kelly's Bake Shop stay. And because it was so special to her, and it was so special to her and her mom, and it was their little hangout, and it was that place that was just simply magical for her. So this mayor candidate said to her, well, there's nothing I can do about that. Kelly's Bake Shop is moving to Toronto, and so they're going to be leaving Burlington. And he actually alluded to that it was going to be happening very, very soon. That little girl that night in October cried herself to sleep, and her mom tried her best to console her because that was their magical, happy place. And I just found out about this week. And this is not now the first time that these really awful rumors have been brought to my attention. And I just think that it is just so absolutely unfair that people feel that they can talk about, be it if it's other people or other businesses or other happenings, like they are in the know of what's really going on, when the easy default would have been for this particular person to have said, I'm not sure about Kelly's Bake Shop, but I'm sure we'll have a happy ending. I'm sure that there'll be something beautiful that will come out from it. But instead, no, he actually had to rip this little girl's heart out of her chest and tell her that we were leaving Burlington. And I've never said that. I've never said that we were leaving Burlington. I've said that, it's unfortunate, but our heritage building has been sold, and it's been sold to a developer, and there is now 18 stories going on top of it that have been approved, and potentially now even up to 23 stories because it's now being appealed. But I have never ever said that Kelly's Bake Shop is going to be leaving Burlington. We just didn't know where we would be going. And we still don't. But what I do know is that we have a lease until May 2021. So we've got still 2 years and 2 months of a lease. And if we are being kicked out, I promise that we're going to let each and every one of you know that we're going to be kicked out, and that there'll be a place for us to go to, and we will find that place. But I have resigned myself, and as has Aaron, has too, to not be caught up with any kind of panic and be caught up with any kind of negativity. And I just really trust that our business is protected by angels. I believe it's protected by all the goodness on the planet. And I believe that goodness outweighs darkness. And I just truly believe that we are going to land in a beautiful spot. And who knows? I mean, maybe Kelly's Bake Shop will end up staying where it is. Like we have no crystal balls to know what's going to be happening in the future. If any of you want to know the truth of what's happening with development, I would just suggest that you contact Lisa Kearns, our Ward 2 councillor that has just been elected in, or contact Marianne Meed Ward directly, the mayor. She's just an amazing person, and she will quite openly and honestly and transparently tell you exactly what's happening in our downtown core. I just don't agree with fear-mongering, and I don't believe in hurting people, and I don't believe in us having to default in a way that I call it dirty pool, to sort of take really significant issues and take them off the table by saying that we were going to be gone to Toronto anyway, so we don't have to worry about that particular issue anymore. Because we do. We have to worry about these issues. These are the issues that people really, really, really find important. It's that connection, and it's that love, and it's what we all want from this planet. And for us to use our power to our advantage and thinking that we can sweep this stuff under the carpet and pretend it doesn't exist, it just doesn't happen that way. So this mom with this devastated 7-year-old, I just wrapped my arms around her and I said, please, give your daughter a hug for me and invite her into the Bake Shoppe. And I'm more than happy to talk to her directly myself, because that's what I do. I just want everybody to not suffer, and I want people to find joy, and I want people to find that connection and know that there is this safe, loving planet, that we don't have to be running around scared and defaulting to greed all the time. And so this mom is now quite overjoyed. And I know for some of you that you might think it's such a small thing, but it represents so much. This mom had this hangout with her little girl, and it was the hangout place that they called their own. And they're not going to the other places. Like, I'm so glad they're not going to McDonald's or other kind of places like that. Like, they've actually found a healthy place, a cool place. The little girl gets to be empowered. And I'm just overjoyed that I was able to intercept this, because what this mom and this little girl had done is that they had gradually stopped coming as often as they normally had been coming to Kelly's Bake Shoppe, because they didn't want to feel the pain when the Bake Shoppe was going to close its doors. That's just completely unacceptable to me. I can't believe it, actually, that for them it had gotten that far. So I want to say shame on you guys spreading rumors that, you're full of greed and full of manipulation, and it's not going to work. And trust me that I do believe that goodness is going to prevail in this town, and downtown Burlington is going to be able to maintain its integrity. Downtown Burlington is going to be able to maintain its connection and its culture. And most of all, it's going to be able to maintain its love. I just don't see any other solution. So thank you for tuning in. And I just wanted you to hear this directly from me. And I don't want any more rumors. I don't want to hear any more smear campaigns about us, because I just have nothing negative to say about anybody. I really believe that when we surrender to what is happening all around us, that the truth comes out, the love comes out, the light comes out, and we just will connect on something that is so magnificent. We're going to see some beautiful things, I believe, for downtown Burlington, and the next 4 years are going to be magical. So trust, you guys. Just trust that the right stuff's going to come out.